Morning everybody and welcome to a new week. So we're not Monday, we are Tuesday, just because I have had the worst time ever trying to upload last week's vlog to YouTube. So I was like, what's the point of me continuing vlogging if I can't upload anything to YouTube, basically. But normally it's gone up, so I was like, no, okay, I can continue and won't film for nobody and just filming for the sake of filming. So this is a new week and the sun is shining. I do not know why. I mean, yesterday was quite grey and rainy, so I don't get why today is just hot and sunny, but we'll take it. So I'm waiting for a second parcel for my company. I mean, I'm just gonna say it because that's what it is, basically. So it was supposed to be delivered yesterday, but I missed the delivery because I was out and I didn't know it was coming yesterday, so couldn't really make time to be there. So it's been re-delivered today, so I'm looking forward to receiving it and looking at all the new products. And other than that, nothing much happened yesterday, just usual work. But this weekend I did do something interesting, so I went and bought my new pair of point shoes. So I'm going to show you that because I'm quite excited and you'll understand why when I explain everything. This is my old pair, so as you can see, not that worn out, but I mean the sole is broken, so I can't really use them. And as I said, there is a ribbon that just broke off and came out, so no good. Is my new pair. How gorgeous do they look? I mean, they're so pretty. So I used to wear what they call La Bayadère from Repetto, but they didn't have them in store, and apparently they're starting to produce less of them because they've basically moved on to other shoes. I mean, every year they bring out a new point shoe. So after a while the old ones stopped being produced, so they didn't have the pairs that I've been buying for like 10 years now in stores. So she was like, well, I can order them, or is there another one that you're interested in? So the pair I am interested in, that I heard about, was these. So these are Alicia, still from Repetto. So the particularity of these is that the sole is pre-broken, so let me show you. Oops. Well, so if you take the shoe, basically the point of it is already broken, whereas normally you're supposed to break those yourself. So I was quite intrigued to trying them on and see how they fit. And trying them on, I really liked them. I mean, it felt different, obviously, but they felt right. I mean, I've had other point shoes. I tried Sancha, but it was just a nightmare because I've got quite a strong coup de pied, strong foot, arc I think you call it in English. So the ones that I used to wear, these, I would break in a few months and I had to buy a new pair. And as they're quite expensive, we like to try and drag them out over a year. I mean, buy one pair a year, two maybe, but not more than that, because you obviously we only do an hour class. No, that's not proper English. Because we only have one class a week, an hour per week of point class, so we're not on point every day, so there's really no point buying as much as professional dancers or people that would dance on point every day. So that would be okay for me, and occasionally, depending on how I dance, I would maybe buy 2 a year, but no more. So my teacher said, well, why not try a pair with a more solid sole, like a harder sole? So I tried Sancha and it was just a nightmare. Like, they were so hard, I couldn't get up on my points because I've got a strong arc, but my feet are quite weak, so it just didn't work for me. So ever since, I was afraid of trying new point shoes, basically. So when the lady yesterday, no, on Saturday, sorry, when the lady asked me if I wanted to try another type of shoe, I was a bit afraid of trying a new pair and buying them and not liking them. But I knew about these Alicia from Repetto, and as it's the same brand as my old pair, I thought that I could at least try them on and see how it goes. So for the moment, I think it's going to be okay, but I might have to buy a new pair. So fingers crossed I don't, and fingers crossed I love them and they really work for me. I think that the tip of the toe, of the shoe, sorry, where your toes go, like the box, I think they're larger. I think it's higher than the one on my old shoe. I'm not quite sure. Actually look quite the same, so maybe it was just the fact that they were new. Because obviously, the more you dance with them, the softer they get. I mean, look, those are cracked to here, so it makes it easier to get on point. These being new, they are just rock solid for the moment, so I think working them and just softening them up, they'll be okay. But being on point, they really felt great, so I am hoping everything goes fine, and I've got my first real point class tonight, because as you know, last week I couldn't do the class properly as my shoe broke, well, the lace broke. So I'm really looking forward to trying these out tonight, new pair tonight, and we'll see how it goes. Other than that, today I'm just going to do normal work. I might show you a few of the products I received, but it all depends if I have time and if I think about it, because obviously that's not the priority, and I am thinking about doing a little preview in the vlog, but probably not today. It'll probably be either Thursday or Friday, just because tomorrow I am having brunch with a friend and probably staying with her a bit of the afternoon, and then I've got a class that's quite early. It's like 4:45. So I won't be home, so I can't do that tomorrow, but it's going to be an exciting and fun day. So yeah, I'll probably do that on Thursday or Friday, sit down and properly show you everything I've got. And that's it. So today it's just going to be work, 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 and work again. But I like working, so that's going to be fine. And I might receive other interesting stuff that I can show you, because I've got blogger mail that's supposed to arrive. So if it arrives, I can show it you. If not, I'll just have to wait again. Sorry. So yeah, I think that's it. I mean, I did buy other stuff for dance, so I bought, don't know if you're interested, but I'll just show you anyway. These tights, which are convertible tights. So as you can see, you've got like a hole under your foot, so that means that you can roll them up and you can have footless tights. So that's good if you are going like from a ballet class to a jazz class or a contemporary class where you're supposed to dance barefoot. So I find these really good to go from one to the other when I've got two classes, to like one after the other. So if you didn't know that and it's your case, try them out, they're good. And I also got a new pair of black footless tights, so yep, all set for the new year. And the new vlog is up, finally. Honestly, I've been waiting for this moment since Sunday morning. I spent all Sunday trying to upload it, and then I spent all yesterday trying to upload it, and it just wouldn't work, so I was so frustrated. So I'm so happy now to finally see it up. I am not a happy being right now. So, as I said, I was waiting for a parcel today that was supposed to be delivered. But turns out that someone apparently did come to deliver it, but I did not answer the door. And I made sure to stay in all day long to be able to be there when the parcel would arrive. I was downstairs. I was between the kitchen and the living room, which are just next to the front door, so I really don't understand how I couldn't have heard someone ring the bell or knock on the door. I mean, it just doesn't make sense, and I am just so annoyed at the moment, because they were supposed to deliver it previously with the other parcel that I already received, but something went wrong and they were sending it in the wrong direction, so that one was delayed and was supposed to come later. Fine, fair enough, accidents happen, you can make a mistake. Yesterday I wasn't home, so my bad, I wasn't there to receive it. The guy phoned, but I wasn't near my home, so I couldn't come back to like sign for it and everything. That's my fault, so I made it redelivered today. But nobody came, and now they're telling me that they did come and I have to reschedule a delivery. Obviously, delays like this delay everything after that. It means that I cannot take product photos in advance. It means that I can't check if the merchandise is in good condition or not, so I cannot get back to my supplier and tell them that things need changing. And if things do need changing because they're faulty or because something is missing or something is wrong, that means I have to send everything back again, and they have to send me more merch back. So that means that it's going to be such a long delay. So fingers crossed I'll receive it either later today or later in the week and all the products are fine, but I mean, that can't be guaranteed really. So I mean, I knew what I was getting into, like e-commerce and things like that. I know how it works. I know that you always get little hiccups on the road, that there's always little things that go wrong and nothing's all just smooth and perfect. But I mean, starting off like this, just because of this company, is really driving me nuts at the moment. So yeah, that's the current situation. As you can see, I am in my dressing gown because I was okay this morning, but I don't know why, mid-morning, well, around 11, I just felt like I was going to have a cold. So, like, I felt lightheaded and like I was going to have a temperature or something. So, I'm trying to keep warm. And I am not doing as much as I wanted to do today, just because I don't want to end up being extra tired, and I don't want a cold hitting me in the face, basically. So taking it easy, getting stuff done, but I'm not pushing myself today. So that's my update for the day. Hope the rest of the day goes easier, goes better. But yeah, can't say that the beginning of this day was a success. I mean, the day turned out okay. I mean, it was sunny and nice. I thought it was going to be a good day, but turns out in life you have to be patient. So I just have to wait and keep myself occupied while all the other things get done without me being able to do anything about it. So to stay cozy and calm my nerves, I've decided to set myself up on the sofa instead of in the office. Decided to put TV on and have a little look at Pinterest. Hopefully it works and I'll feel calmer after that. So it's quite early. I think it's like 9:30 or something. Well, not that early, but for me to be all made up and dressed, that is early. So I'm just heading out to my friend, or one of my friends, to have brunch with her. So we're going to make a homemade brunch. We're going to make zucchini pancakes, so you can see the recipe on the blog. I'll put the link below. And we're going to have zucchini pancakes with egg and bacon, so I'm really looking forward to that. And then we've also made a brownie. Well, we're going to make a brownie, so that's going to be yummy. So yeah, I'm just getting ready and I'm gonna head out, but before, there's one thing I need to do before things get worse, so let me show you what I'm talking about. So as you know, yesterday I had my first point class with my new point shoes, and this happened on both feet. So yes, this is blood, so because I've got protections for my points. Problem is, the protections weren't high enough in those shoes, because I thought the case, I don't know how you call it in English, but the hard part is higher. What is, how can I put it? Like on the other shoe, the hard part was smaller, and here it goes higher, so it goes higher than the protection, and so I have 2 blisters on each side of my feet. And as I didn't think it would change anything, because up until now I haven't had that problem, I didn't put any plasters on. So at the end of the day, my feet just bled in my shoes, and so much that it just went through, and you can see it on the other side now. So glamorous. So I'm going to try and take that stain out. So my teacher said that probably with a bit of water and like a Q-tip it should be okay. So I'm going to try that and see how it goes. And if not, well, as you would say in French, tant pis, huh? It's just the way things go. So if ever we can really see it from a distance, I'll try and put a bit of fake tan on it or something, or foundation, and see how that goes for the show. But I mean, for the classes, who cares? And it is the proof that point work and point shoes do hurt, and no, it's not easy. And it worked. I mean, it's still wet, so you can still see it, but this side is kind of dry, and as you can see, the stain has gone. So quite happy with that, because I mean, they're not cheap, so it kind of broke my heart a little that they were already stained after the first class. But anyway, so that's done. And I actually used a tip that my mum gave me. So apparently she got this tip from like wedding dressmakers that like sew sometimes things on the actual person wearing the dress, and so sometimes they prick their finger and a bit of blood gets on a dress. And so apparently your own saliva, that's a bit gross, but your own saliva can unstain a stain of your own blood, basically. So I tried that with a Q-tip and it worked. So yeah, no more stain, and hopefully this will dry out like the other side, because you can barely see that now, so that's cool. So job done. I mean, quite happy. Good start of the day, better start than yesterday, to be honest. So now I'm just gonna pack my stuff, take the few things I have to take that I've prepared. Can you see this down here? Very, very interesting. So I'm just gonna put that in my bag and head off. Hopefully everything goes okay, hopefully the meal's good. Good catch up with my friend, and we'll see how the rest of the day goes. This happened. So as I said, I went to see my friend, and we ended up going shopping, like just going around the centre of town, and there's a Lush in that town, so well, it's kind of a city, so I had to get something, and I got, don't remember the name, it's the heart one with the roses in it, which is called Tasty Toasty. This one. Don't know if, no, it won't focus, obviously. But yeah, it's the one, the heart-shaped one with the dried roses in it. So I can't wait to try it, because I mean, I've bought it for loads of people because I find it so cute and I like the way it smells, but I've never bought it for myself. So I thought, why not? As it's Wednesday, and usually I have a bubble bath on Wednesday, and my feet are so sore from yesterday, so I thought I'd treat myself to that. So yeah, that's what I got. And then I also went into Emma, and Emma is my vice, so I also came out with some things. I got this, which is smooth Belgian milk chocolate with butterscotch, because my dad loves butterscotch, so I thought they would be good to try it out. Just an excuse to buy it, really. And then we got this one that I've already opened, oops, which is milk chocolate with salty cookies. It's good. I mean, you can taste the cookies, you can taste the crunch, but you can't taste the salt, so I'm a bit disappointed about that, because I was looking forward to having chocolate with bits of salt in it. Because as we said in the one of our previous vlog, when we went to the Northern Blog Awards, there was a piece of chocolate that was chocolate with almond and salt, and we really liked the salty part of it with the chocolate. So I thought that would taste the same, but you can't really taste the salt, so I'm a bit disappointed about that. And I haven't tried this one yet, so we'll see that tonight. That's it, so not much. I mean, I was supposed to buy mascara and foot cream in the shop, but while we were there they had like a power cut, so they had to close the shop, so I didn't end up buying that. So we thought that it was just the way it was supposed to be, and that's why I'm going back to see my friend next weekend. We're gonna have lunch together again and try other recipes, so we thought it was a good excuse to see each other again. So yeah, that's it for today. I also went to a jazz class this afternoon, and that was pretty tiring, so now I'm just gonna spend the evening relaxing, do my nails, have a bath, wash my hair and all of that, and just get cozy on the sofa and watch some TV. Trying to find nice lighting, but I don't think this is working. Well, this could be okay, I guess. No, I don't like it. Yeah, this will do. So morning everybody, we are now are we Thursday? Yes. No. Yes. I really get mixed up with days, but anyway, so we're Thursday, and today is a nice day. I mean, as you can see, it's kind of grey, whereas yesterday was a really nice day. It was kind of hot in a way. I mean, it was like a no coat day, so that was great. So basically I'm gonna stay in today and just work on my computer. So I've got a second article to write for the growing up guide that's due on Sunday. Then I have to start writing new posts for the blog, and I need to take photos of the products I'm going to sell on my e-shop. That's interesting. I'm normally receiving my second parcel today, so fingers crossed the delivery guy does ring the bell today, not like Tuesday. Then this afternoon, or this evening rather, I've got a ballet class, and this afternoon I've got another appointment with my physio, and I think that's it. So yeah, just gonna work on my computer today and then go to the appointments I need to go to and go to my class. Besides from that, nothing much to do today really. Still waiting for my parcel, so I can't really start my shop or properly open my shop yet. So I need to receive that, and then I also need to go pick up the packaging that I've bought, which normally should be ready tomorrow, or at least beginning of next week. So until I get the second parcel and my packaging, I can't really get started with the shops. So basically I'm just going to be able to take photos today and write blog posts, start editing this vlog and little things like that, just to get the job done basically. So that's all for the moment, I think. Can't think of anything interesting to talk about today, so we'll see how the day goes. It is here. So my second parcel just arrived, so I'm really happy about that. Now I just have to open it and check if everything's okay, and then I can get started. So just so you know the end of the story, basically where I live, you've got like a cul-de-sac, and so that's my street. But at the end of that, well, how can I explain? So you've got the cul-de-sac like this, and at the top, giving on another road, you've got a block of flats, but you can access the flat from the end of the cul-de-sac basically. And sometimes my address get confused with the address of those flats. Don't know how it happens. They just basically they probably get in the cul-de-sac and they stop at the first number 14 they see. So that's what the guy has been doing. So he phoned and he said, yeah, I'm in front of your house and stuff, but you're not answering. And I'm like, well, I would have known. So I opened the door and he wasn't there. He was at the end of the road near the block of flats. So I was like, well, you're not at the right address, I'm further up, and he could see me, so that was fine. So he came back on himself and dropped the parcel off at my house. So apparently that's what's been happening since the beginning of the week. He just hasn't been delivering the parcel, or knocking on the wrong... He hasn't been knocking on the right door. So, long story short, it was their fault. And I'm quite happy that I'm not going mad and that I did... well, basically that I didn't miss the guy on Tuesday, because I mean, I really don't know how I couldn't have heard the doorbell. So that's fine, at least I've got it now, no problem. I'm quite glad he phoned, because obviously he didn't phone on Tuesday, he just passed, knocked on the door, nobody was there, and he went off. So I'm quite happy that he phoned and that problem is now solved, and that I now have everything I need. So yeah, I think this day is going to be good. So fingers crossed. All the merch in the parcel is good, and I can open my shop next week. So we'll see how that goes.
And I may or may not have worked through this little chocolate bar. Also, just have a cheeky little bite. Don't say anything to anybody.
So in the previous shots that I just showed you, I was just going through what we put together with my friend for the choreography we're building together. So I thought that I would just explain a bit what I showed you, because at the moment I was looking through it, there was an electrician over and I really didn't feel confident vlogging in front of him, so I just did a little shot with no explanation, just for you to be able to see what I was doing. So I am just gonna go through it again and explain to you what it's all about. So in this little notebook that is from Coconut Lane, I don't know if they still sell this one, but if you're interested, that's why I got it. So in this, basically we just wrote down the few things that we started off with. So
let me show you. So pas de deux, because that's the kind of choreography we're building. So it's a choreography with, as I said, two groups, like 3 boys and 3 girls, and there will be pas de deux in it. So you've got the names of who's dancing in it, and we color-coded it, so yellow for boys and red for girls. Then we've got the music and our theme. For this exam, you have to choose a main theme. So I've chosen, I've lost my word in English. Flight, I guess, like fleeing. I don't know which word I would have chosen in English. That's funny, thinking about it now. But basically, it's all to do with fleeing, and my friend chose another word that I can't find an English equivalent for, which is kind of like flying away. I don't know how to explain it, and I'll probably find a better term later on when the camera's off, so I'll just pop it in at that moment. But basically, in my theme, I'd like to explore different under-themes, under-categories, I don't know how you could place it, of flight and what pushes you to flee. So in this choreography, it's all about, say, inhabitants or civilization, I don't know why I chose that word, I can't even say it, that has to flee. Like, they cannot stay where they are at the moment, and they cannot stay together. So the boys, well, all the men, say, in the city have to go somewhere, and the girls have to go somewhere else. So basically, it's all about that, and it's all about resilience and the fact that at the beginning, you don't want to let the other person go, and you don't want to go yourself, but in the end, you accept what's happening, you accept the negative to make it positive. So you prefer the person leaving you, but knowing that that person will have a better life and will stay alive, basically, rather than being selfish and wanting to stay with that person and just end up dying, both of you. So not very joyful, like my mum would say, but as I say, there's no place for joy in art. Just kidding, but yeah, I don't know how to work with joy and stuff like that. I mean, I find pain and sad things more interesting. Like, you can work on them better. Well, that's how I see things anyway. So, after that little ramble, back to what's on the page. So next, we have a list of choreographers that inspire us and that we want to inspire ourselves from. Well, we want to find inspiration for the piece. So you've got a little list here. Then, sorry for the cable, it always gets in my way. Then here we've got just a few ballets that we like, or that have an atmosphere or background that can go with the type of one we want. So if ever you're interested, you can go and look at these because they are just beautiful. Then here is just a little memento of what we want to put in the choreography. So this is like the whole group dancing together. Then we've got the partnering, and then you've got girls that do one type of move and the boys that do something else. And then you've got dancing on the floor, and then lifts again. Here we've got just a few steps that we like, that we don't want to forget about. Then playing on the page, a bit more interesting. Here we've got the length of the music and how we've cut it up. So we've cut it to fit in all the different parts that we want to, and for it to not be too boring, and to help us build the choreography basically. I'll never manage to say that word properly. And here you've got the choreography itself. So we've just written down the steps that we've put together and sequences. And what's highlighted, I will show you in a minute. And here is like how we're going to organise the space. So the little crosses, well, each cross is a person. So that way we can like draw how we want to move around in the space we'll have to dance. I forgot what I was saying just then. Mine goes blank sometimes. Awkward. And that's just the end of the choreography. So then this is what the highlighted sentences refer to. So as you saw in the previous shot, we've got all of these that contain photos that we found either on the internet or on Instagram, most of them, of things that we really like. So here are the ones that we have selected for the moment and how we've put them together. So reading the choreography, it would go this way. So obviously there are stuff in between, but that's just for us to remember what kind of what do I want to say? Well, how visually we want it to look like, or what we want to start off with, and how we're going to build it upwards. So for the moment, that's what we've got. And then we've got all of these to go through. So there are many, many things that we won't be able to do, because either we won't have enough time on the music, basically, or that we physically can't do. But it's just for inspiration.
So that's basically where we're at the moment. So it started, and now we just need to get the group together and show them what we've put together for the moment, see if they like it or not, and work with them around it, because obviously what we've done for the moment isn't final. Like, it will be modified, it will grow, and we will make it more our own. Like, for the moment we're only my friend and I working on it, but we're a whole group, and we want the whole group to feel at ease with what we're dancing. So we really want them to tell us if they think we should change something, or if they've got an idea that's better, or if they don't feel that what they're doing, well, if they feel like they can't manage to do what we ask them to do properly. So if that happens, we'll change the choreography, because we really want everybody to be at ease and to be really natural. We don't want something that one person doesn't feel. So yeah, it's quite exciting that we finally started, and we'll see how things go. And I'm quite excited to see the whole group again and actually start dancing, because the first time we saw them, we only showed them the photos, the videos, and told them what kind of choreography we wanted and the theme and all of that. And they were really what's my word? Well, they were quite excited about it, and they were really eager to start. So yeah, I'm looking forward to working with them and actually see how things will go and what will be the final result. So fingers crossed, everything's going to go well and it's going to be good, but we never know. So yeah, that's that for my morning. Obviously I've had lunch and I went out to see my physio. things are getting better, so my shoulder isn't aching as much as it used to, so that's good. And hopefully I won't have many sessions left and then I'll be fixed. So that's cool. And this afternoon I was just thinking of not relaxing but taking things easy, because yesterday I spent the day off the computer and my shoulder didn't hurt basically. So this morning when I was back on the computer after an hour I felt that it was hurting again. So I think I spotted the problem, and it's mainly due to me being on the computer all day. So I talked to my physio about that and he said, yeah, that's probably the main reason, like staying in a fixed position, like in one position for a long time will hurt. So I am not going to go back on the computer just yet. I am thinking of doing my nails, just because I've been working on my shoulder for half an hour. So I am a bit tired. Well, I mean, it aches a little bit. So I'm just going to do my nails, and then I was thinking of taking photos of my products, which doesn't require being on the internet on my computer. So I can do that. And then normally after that, it'll nearly be time for me to go to my dance class, my ballet class. So that way I can go to my ballet class, and once I come home, I can just work on the computer a little bit again. And basically my shoulder won't work. It will work, but my shoulder won't hurt. And so that way my day is basically organized in a different way, and normally that will still get me to do the things I have to do, but my shoulder won't hurt. So basically I have to think of ways to reorganize my days. And I think I'll do the same tomorrow. I'll probably start with emails and then do a break and do photos, and then have another break for lunch, then a bit of computer again, and then end the day without being on the computer and doing other stuff. And then going to my ballet class and then coming back and doing a bit more computer. That way, technically with all the kind of little breaks in between, I should have less of a pain in my shoulder and still get stuff done. This is the final result, so I'm not going to say more about this. It's going to probably be on the blog fairly soon. So let me just say that it's with pear and yummy. Morning everybody, so we're now Friday. It looks like a nice day, better than yesterday, so that's good. Today I'm not going to be doing much I'm not going to go out or anything. I don't have anything to do outside the house, so I'm going to spend the day taking photos for my e-shop and all my social media channels for my brand. I decided to do that also because yesterday I did exercises on my shoulder and I had my ballet class, and then after that I had a rehearsal with the person I'm going to be partnering in the choreography I talked to you about yesterday as well. So, it kind of hurts more than usual. Well, at least when I woke up it was a bit painful, so I now know that it's the computer that's causing most of the pain, so I'm going to stay away from that today and just concentrate on taking photos and editing probably tonight, but just like for an hour or something. So yeah, that's that. Besides from that, nothing much to say, I think. Trying to think of what else I can do today, but I think taking photos is going to be the most important bit and going to take up most of my time. I'm also probably going to sit down and show you the different products I have, because I said I would do that and that's the thing I've forgotten to do. So that's the other thing I'm going to do today. But besides from that, it's just going to be a relaxed day. Like, I'm not going to push myself to write through blog posts today or like edit 2 videos or whatever, so I'm going to take it easy, take photos, and then see how it goes this afternoon. I might write a blog post, I might edit photos or anything. I'll just see how it goes, how my shoulder feels. Basically that's it. So now I have to get up from this rocking chair and just start working, basically. So hopefully things go fine and the photos turn out the way I want them to be, but we can never be sure about that, so we'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, and also important point, if you've never toasted a scone, I don't know what you're waiting for. You probably have. I'm probably the last person on earth to do it, but it's really good. It's even better than when it's not toasted, so that was just a little point I wanted to make today. So I thought I'd start by showing you all the different products, because basically I can't wait to show you. And they are all set on my bed, like I've organised them on my bed, so it's easier for me to take photos and see how I can like pair them up, match them up and all of that on photos. So let's get started. So here it is. This is basically, well, not like the first collection, because I don't consider these being the same collection in a way as these or these. So this is just the first batch, don't know how I could put it, the first pieces I've got. So we've got a stripy mug here that I really like. It's like, they're not straight lines, and I think that's really, really nice. Then in the same kind of style, we've got this one. Then we've got a dotted mug that is in the same style, like it says this one, like the dots aren't straight or anything, they're kind of random, and I really like that. Then classic stripy mug. Then just a really nice big grey mug. This one is bigger than this one, so I thought it was nice to have like a big old mug. Then the same in the kind of like vanilla-y beige colour. Then we've got, I think there's smaller mugs, and we've got 3 different shades of pink. So you've got like very light dusty pink, then you've got more of a, I don't want to say purpley, but say oldie kind of looking pink, and then you've got your classic pink. Then here we've got a little tea light that's just got little triangles, and it's not really silver, but it's kind of mirrory, so that's really nice. Then here we've got 2 little rectangular plates, trinkets that I really like, so a chevron one and a kind of loopy one. I call it loopy because I really don't know how to call that design. If you know how that print is called, tell me. And then we've got 2 other trinkets here that I really, really like. I really like this one. And then his little brother here. And another tea light, which is a crown. And the inside is gold, and the outside is just like cement. So I really like that. And that's it for the first lot. Because obviously it's nearly Christmas, so I've got other products downstairs that are my Christmas collection, and I'll probably be putting them up. You can't see me. Let me move around. So I'll probably be putting them up on the shop around November. So I'm going to start off with these, and then slowly add the rest of the products which are more Christmas themed. And I can take time to also style the photos better and all of that around the Christmas theme. So yeah, that's the products for now, and I'm going to take the photos now, so I'll see you later.